For this class, we're going to be working on a receptive flow. So we're going to be getting into fluidity and focusing on the quality of movement. Really feeling how the movement is in our bodies, what it's like to embody each of these poses and these movements. The qualities that we're going to focus on are those feminine qualities of intuition, knowing when to move, when to act, and knowing when to rest, when to recharge. Also that feminine quality of creativity and fluidity, inspiration, even that nurturing grace and that ability to soften in. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to be starting in child's pose with the palms face up. So get comfortable, bring the knees as wide as the mat, sit back onto the heels, grab a blanket and sit onto the blanket if you need a boost to get soft and relaxed in the hips. And then stretch the arms out, bring the forehead to the mat, and we're going to flip the palms towards the sky with the pinkies touching each other. And then draw shoulders down the back. Relax here. We're going to take 5 deep breaths, filling belly and chest with the inhale and softening with the exhale. And we want to start to explore the strength of softness. Knowing when to find ease and knowing when to keep going, to move. There's so much strength in trust, in receptivity, in fluidity. Feel that fluidity in the breath, in the blood flowing throughout your body, the movement of energy. And then with your inhale, flip the palms to the earth, draw the shoulders down away from the ears and come up into tabletop, stacking knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders. And with your next exhale, we're just going to shift the hips to one side and swing them back down towards the heels, taking circles, and then inhale up and around to the other side. So just drawing circles with the hips, feeling the movement of thigh bones in hip sockets. The circles can be wide or narrow depending on how it feels in your body. Again, focusing on the quality of movement, the fluidity in your body, and the breath in your heart, in your chest. With your next exhale, change directions on those circles. Maybe get the shoulders and neck into it. Being mindful of knees. So again, trusting yourself to know when to ease off of a pose, when to deepen. Good, and then from here, with your next inhale, we're going to come up into tabletop, stacking hips over knees, and with your next breath, we're going to walk the hands forward, lower chest towards earth, chin to the ground for high intensity, forehead to the mat for a little bit lower intensity, and then feel as if your heart were just dripping down to the earth. Keep the shoulders drawing down away from the ears, as if you could lay your armpits onto the mat. Take one more breath here. Good, and then with your inhale, lift the head, walk the hands back into tabletop. And with your exhale, child's pose. Inhale, walk the hands forward, spread the fingers, and as you exhale, start to lift hips, pressing back, downward facing dog, coming right into some movements that feel good in your body. Maybe pedaling out your dog, bending one knee, stretching opposite heel to earth. Or perhaps even shifting the heels to one side, hips to that side, and then changing. Make sure you're following breath And again, focusing on how the movement feels in your body. Less focus on intensity. So if you need to rest throughout class, please take a moment to rest in child's pose, tapping into that feminine quality of intuition, of knowing when to keep moving, when to soften in, when to relax. And then next, inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, and exhale, walk to top of mat. Feet hips width apart on the inhale, hands to shins, nice flat back. As you exhale, fold forward, release hands to earth, keep knees bent. And with your inhale, we're going to press down through the feet, rise up to standing arms overhead, and exhale, palms into heart. Stack shoulders over hips, hips over ankles, navel hugs in gently just to get long through the low back. Tucking chin towards chest, expanding the space in the back of the neck. Soft knees. And find your breath. We're going to start with the palms up in front of you about at navel height. Pinkies touch each other like you were going to cup water flowing into the palms. So we're going to move like the quality of water. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, keep the pinkies touching, and then join the thumbs, lifting fingers up towards the sky in a lotus mudra. And with your exhale, palms together, fold prayer through prayer pose. Halfway lift, inhale, nice long spine. And with your exhale, plant the fingertips, step the left foot back to lunge. Lower that knee to the earth. And inhale, lift the arms high again, finding that lotus mudra. Pinky and thumbs touch, fingertips expand overhead. Maybe a gentle heart opener. And with your exhale, plant the palms onto the mat. We're going to lift off back knee, spin onto the outer edge of that back foot as you pivot the right toes to the right upper hand corner of the mat. Lift the arch off the foot, off the mat, and flex toes towards kneecap. Good, so we want to protect that front knee by activating the front toes, and with your inhale, lift the right arm overhead. As you exhale here, soften hips towards earth and reach that top arm back towards your left foot behind you. Inhale, lift the hips, reach right arm up overhead. And as you exhale, soften hips down. Only go as deep as feels good to you. We're starting to tap into the openness of this right hip. Inhale, lift the arm, lift the hips. Exhale, sweep it back. Next, inhale, lift the right arm and hips, pivot the toes. So you're going to face the left long edge of the mat. Bend right knee, extend the left leg, and flex those toes up towards the sky. Skandasana lunge here. You should feel an opening through the inside and back of that left leg. Flex these left toes. Inhale, we're going to shift to the other side, lift hips. As you exhale, bend the left knee and pivot right toes up towards the sky with the right leg straight. We're going to switch again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee bends, left leg straightens. Good, inhale, lift up and then pivot over that left foot, coming into lunge, lifting back heel off earth, lower knee, and with your inhale, lift arms up overhead. Lotus mudra, pinky and thumb touch. Exhale, palms plant, curl off your back knee as you step downward facing dog. And then take a big breath in here, big breath out, lower child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips, slide forward onto the chest and then the belly for cobra. Lift the heart, hug elbows in, top to the feet, plant. And as you exhale, press up and back, tabletop to child's pose. Again, inhale, sliding forward onto the belly. Lift the heart and chest, cobra, and exhale, child's pose. We're going to do that one more time, so flow with your own breath. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips, and with your exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through, right foot to right hand. Lift the heart, Gaze forward, lunge on the inhale, and with your exhale, weight in this front foot, step forward to fold. Knees are bent deeply, palms face up on the earth, and then inhale, lift the arms overhead, lotus mudra at the top, maybe lifting heart to sky, and with your exhale, palms in towards heart center. Good. Bring the palms face up in front of the navel, receiving that fluid quality of water. And then with an inhale, lift the arms overhead, lotus mudra, heart lifts towards the sky. And with your exhale, palms through prayer as you fold forward, flat back, soft knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, palms plant, right foot steps back to lunge, lower knee to earth, and with a big breath in, extend the arms overhead, lotus mudra again, heart lifts. And with your exhale, palms to earth. Spin off or lift off back knee. Come to the outer edge of back foot and pivot left toes towards left upper hand corner of mat. Flex the toes, lift the arch of the foot off the mat, and with an inhale, lift hips, left arm reaches. As you exhale, lower hips down, reach left arm towards back foot. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, sweep it back. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Lift up with the inhale, pivot to the right long edge side of the mat. Left knee bends, right toes flex up towards sky, skandasana lunge. Inhale, lift the hips, changing sides, and exhale, lower into that lunge. Good, inhale, lift up. Exhale, left knee bends, right leg extends. One more time, inhale, lift the hips, and then pivot over the right foot, lunge. Lower back knee, and inhale, lift arms high. And exhale, plant palms. Step back, curling up off that back knee, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. Big breath out, lower knees to child's pose, hips to heels. Exhale. Inhale, slide into cobra. Lift the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Press up and back. 2 more times at your own breath here. Maybe close the eyes, tapping into intuition, the sensation of movement, the flow of breath. One more. Good, and then from here, lift the hips, tuck toes with your exhale, press up, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale, exhale, step it through, lunge, lift the heart forward, inhale, and exhale, weight into that left foot, stepping to fold. Knees soft, halfway lift, inhale, flat back, exhale, fold, palms face up on the earth, and then rise to standing, pressing into the earth, lotus mudra at the top, heart opens, and exhale, palms into prayer at the front of the chest. Good, and then reach the palms up towards the sky, or flip the palms up towards the sky as you inhale, lift, lotus mudra, heart extends. Exhale, fold. Lift, halfway, inhale. Exhale, left foot back, lunge. Lower knee, and breathe in, lotus mudra, arms lift, lunge. Sink hips towards earth. Exhale, palms plant. Curl onto the outer edge of back knee. Lift the right toes towards the sky, coming into this hip opener lunge. Second time, lift hips, inhale, and exhale, sweep back, lower hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Lift hips and arm, pivot to left, skandasana, left leg extends. Inhale, change sides, and exhale, lower in. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, lunge. Maybe even extend left arm out here, folding towards the left side for a full breath. And then with your inhale, we're going to lift the hips, pivot the toes over towards the back edge of the mat, spinning off back heel, so you're lunging on the left side, and exhale, lower knee, Lift arms, inhale. Low lunge, lotus mudra at the top, and exhale, palms to earth, downward facing dog. Shift forward this time to plank pose. Exhale, lower down all the way to the earth. Inhale into cobra, maybe higher cobra if your back feels ready, and with your exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift hips, down dog, breathe out. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step it through, exhale. Lunge, inhale. Step forward, fold, exhale. Palms to the mat, bend the knees deeply, inhale. Rise to standing lotus mudra at the top. Exhale, palms through, heart center. And then pinkies touch palms, face up at navel height. Inhale, lift up, lotus mudra at the top. Heart extends, exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, right foot steps back, lunge, lower that knee. And as you breathe in, extend arms, settle hips down towards earth, lotus mudra. And next, exhale, palms to mat. Lift off back knee, pivot onto outer edge of back foot, left toes reach up and out towards left side. Lift left arm, inhale, and exhale, sweep it back. Keep both feet active. 2 more times, your own breath. How does this feel in your body? Do you need to intensify it or lower the intensity? Maybe not bringing the hips as far down towards the earth if you need less. Good, and then with your next inhale, we're gonna lift hips and arm, pivot to the right side of the mat. Left knee bends, right leg extends, Skandasana. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. One more time to the right. Inhale, lift hips and over. As you exhale, lunge. This time, extend the right arm out, bowing towards the right side. Getting deeper into this right leg. Keep the knee gently bent though, so we're not bothering the knee. Good, and then from here, inhale. We're gonna lift hips, pivot over towards the right side for lunge. Lower left knee, inhale, arms extend, lotus mudra, hips settle towards earth. Heart lifts and extends. And then exhale, plant palms, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, lower down to earth. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. And into downward facing dog. Left leg extends, inhale. Exhale, step through. Lunge, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Palms face up, soft knees with your inhale, rise to standing lotus mudra at top, heart extends. And exhale, palms to heart center. Good. Take a moment here, close the eyes, spread the toes wide, get grounded through feet. One more breath here. Tapping back into the movement in the body, the breath, the blood, the energy flows. All right, and then from here, lift the arms, inhale, and exhale, fold forward. From here, bring the fingertips to the mat, walk the feet out, mats width apart, bend the knees deeply. So we're coming into almost a 90-degree angle on the knees. Lift the toes so the weight is in the heels. Extend the torso parallel to the earth. Spine is long. Hug the inner thighs in towards each other. And then lift the arms up overhead. So you're going to feel inner thighs hugging it. Navel lifts towards spine. Engaging the core. Take one more breath here. Feel those thighs working. And as you exhale, palms to the earth. Straighten the legs. Walk the feet back in. Hips width apart. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, plant palms, step back right into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back, down dog split. As you exhale, bend the knee, shift forward to plank, touching knee to nose, rounding upper back. Inhale, reach that leg and hip high. This time, as you exhale, bring the knee to the left upper arm and elbow. Inhale, reach it high. Now we're going to do a flow. As you exhale, bring the knee to left elbow, just like we did, and then spin it around to the right elbow, and inhale, lift it high. One more, just like that. Exhale, knee to left elbow, sweep it around to right, and inhale, lift it high. Exhale, step through, right foot to right hand. We're going to rise up to warrior two, so spin back, heel down. Come up with your inhale. Front heel lines with back inner arch, right inner thigh spirals open, wraps open towards the sky. Take a few moments to shift the hips side to side. Soften in shoulders, so find that fluidity in the body, and then extend the arms out. Exhale, palms together at front of heart. Inhale, reach up and out. Flip right palm as you exhale, reverse your warrior, staying lunged in that front leg. Right ribs open towards the sky. And then inhale, come up, warrior two. And exhale, side angle, elbow to knee. Right arm extends. Take a breath here, feel the spine lengthen, the heart open. And then if you want to deepen, right hand can lower towards the earth on the inside of that right thigh. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Shorten your stance, get grounded through that right foot, lift up and out with the right arm. Keep the hips open, left hip stacked over right, engage that back foot. And as you exhale, we're gonna lower into half moon, right fingertips to the earth, underneath right shoulder. Keep reaching and extending out through that lifted leg. Maybe hover off earth and find your breath. So you'll feel the movement in the body as your body regulates balance, finds balance. So just be in that, trust in your body. And then with your next inhale, step left foot leg back, warrior two. As you exhale, palms to earth, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, or all the way to the earth. Inhale, come on up into a high cobra or up dog. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Lift left leg, inhale, down dog split. Exhale, tuck it right through center, shift forward to plank, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, knee twist over towards the right elbow. Inhale, reach it high. Now we're gonna do that circular flow. So as you exhale, knee to left elbow or right elbow and then over towards left and inhale high. One more time, just like that. Exhale, knee to right elbow and then sweep it around to left. Inhale, lift it high. Change sides, or exhale, step left foot forward, spin back, heel down. Now we're coming into warrior two on the other side. Left. Get grounded, feel left inner thigh wrapping open towards the sky. Hips are soft, shoulders are soft. Extend the arms. And with your exhale, just bring the palms together at the center of heart. Inhale, reach open. Flip left palm, exhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm comes in front of the torso. Nice lunge in that front leg. And then inhale, come on up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, start with the elbow and the knee. Right arm extends, feel spine lengthen, heart open. And then maybe extending left hand towards earth to deepen, or keep elbow on knee or on thigh. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Shorten your stance. Get grounded through that left foot. As you inhale, reach up and out. Extend through that back leg, back heel. And then as you're ready, start lowering down, left hand to earth, underneath left shoulder. Soften this left standing leg. Extended and firm through the right lifted leg. And then maybe find balance here, finding breath. Breathing. Be okay with tumbling out. Whatever happens, breathe into it. And then step right foot back, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, palms to earth, step back, plank, lower chaturanga. Rise up into your cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Down dog or child's pose, your option. Close the eyes, whatever pose you're choosing. Good. And then inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk to top of mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, breathe out, exhale. And then bend the knees, press down to the earth as you rise up to standing. Find that lotus mudra at the top. And exhale, palms to heart center. One big breath in here. And big breath out. Good. And then we're going to come to the mat, bringing the feet together so big toes touch. Coming into tree pose, starting with that right foot grounded. Bring left foot up to the inner thigh or the calf. Avoid the kneecap at all costs, thigh or calf. Press that lifted foot into the thigh. Press that thigh back into the lifted foot so you're engaging the standing leg. Palms to heart center into prayer. Feeling left hip opening. Good. From here, lift the arms up overhead, lotus mudra. So it's like your lotus was blossoming up towards the sky, towards the stars, towards the moon. With your next exhale, bring the palms to heart center. Inhale, extend left knee forward, extend leg out in front of you as well. And as you exhale next time, left leg reaches back, warrior three, arms extend overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bring right fingertips to earth, left hip stacks over right, coming back into half moon. Soften the standing leg, maybe find your balance. With your next exhale, right fingertips to mat, left fingertips to mat, square off the hips, standing split, big breath in. Big breath out, fold over right leg. Maybe bring one hand to ankle, maybe both. One more breath. Good, fingertips back to mat, left foot plants. With your inhale, halfway lift, soft knees. As you exhale, fold and rise, staying big breath in lotus mudra at the top. And exhale, palms to heart center. Feet together. Take a breath here. And then keep left foot grounded. Right foot comes into tree pose on the other side. So foot is placed at the same height that it was on the other side that we did this pose. Activate the pose by pressing lifted foot into thigh. Thigh presses back into lifted foot. Navel hugs in. You're starting to feel this right hip open. Palms to heart center. Find your breath. And pick a focal point on the earth, something that's not moving to help keep you steady. But make sure the jaw is soft. Again, coming into that softness wherever you can find that soft quality. Inhale, lift the arms. Let your lotus blossom towards the sky, to the stars, towards the universe. Surrendering your heart, your hopes, your desires, your dreams to the universe. Exhale, palms in towards heart center. Inhale, right knee and leg extend in front of you. Activate the right toes. Exhale, gently pendulum swing that leg back. Warrior three, soften in the standing leg. Hug navel to spine. Lift the arms up. With your exhale, left fingertips to mat. Right hip stacks over left hip. Engage that lifted foot. Lift right arm towards sky. Maybe hover, maybe finding that balance. Good. With your exhale, left fingertips to mat, right fingertips to mat. Square off the hips. Lift right heel towards sky. Halfway lift with the spine. And exhale, fold over left leg. Maybe bring one hand and then the other to ankle. Just experiment with this side, see how your balance is. One side might be harder than the other, and that's cool. Just notice and breathe. Good. All right, and then from here, hands to mat. Right foot plants down by left. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Walk the feet hips width apart. Grab opposite elbows. Bend the knees deeply and hang here. Ragdoll fold. Gently shake the head out. Release the neck. Maybe swing side to side with the torso. Good. Release hands towards the earth. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Plant palms. Step back. Child's pose. Knees towards earth. Hips towards heels. Inhale. Lift the hips. Drip the heart forward towards the earth. These are hips width apart. Heart eases down towards the ground. Good. Press back on your exhale, child's pose. This time, knees wide, arms down by the sides. Let the breath flow into belly and chest. Inhale, bring hands to the underneath shoulders, rise up to seated. Sit to one side, bringing the legs out in front of you. And then we're going to come into Savasana, fire logs pose or double pigeon. And we're going to bring the right leg, bend the right leg, bring the shin parallel to the top, the short edge of the mat. And then hook the left ankle on top of that right knee. We want to make sure that the foot is the bottom of the foot is parallel to the wall on your right side. So we want to keep that foot stacked rather than opening up and sliding to the inside of that right knee. We want that ankle hooked on top of the right thigh. So you should see that the shins are parallel to each other. And you're going to feel some opening in this left hip. Keep both feet active, toes flexed towards kneecaps. Start with the hands behind you. Feel the pelvis gently tilt forward, lifting heart to sky. Take 3 breaths here. And then with your next exhale, gently start walking the hands forward, maybe folding over those legs if you have space to deepen. If this feels too much, you can experiment, again, focusing on the quality in your body, easing out if your body's telling you to ease out or off of the intensity, easing into it if your body's really feeling ready and telling you that it's good and it feels right for you. Close the eyes and take 3 more breaths. Inhale, start to come off the fold. Hands behind. Lift the legs towards your chest and unhook. We're going to change sides. So this time, the left shin parallel to top of mat. Right ankle hooks over the knee. Again, rather than this foot sliding to the inside of the knee with the arch of the foot reaching up towards the sky, we want to keep that foot active, hook ankle on top of thigh, and the bottom of the foot is parallel now to the left edge of the mat. Shins parallel. Start with the hands behind. The pelvis starts to tilt forward, heart lifts. And take 3 breaths. Just to start to check in with the right leg, the right hip. See how this side feels. Again, see if there's anywhere in the body that you can find more softness, more ease, even if it's just the jaw, the face muscles, the neck, shoulders. Good, and then maybe start folding forward, trying it out on this side. See what it feels like, see what it brings up for you. If this is too much, you can always ease back off it, bringing the hands behind you. And then finding the pose, taking 3 more breaths here, closing the eyes. Start to come off the fold with the inhale, hands behind. Slowly lift the legs in towards the chest as you unwrap, and then extend the legs out. Gently shake out hips. Point and flex the toes, the ankles. Good, and then we're going to come into Savasana. So scoot yourself forward, bring the feet together, knees wide. Start to lower down, forearms, and then all the way onto the back here. Just allowing the hips to open. If this is too intense, slide the heels away from you. If you need more intensity, slide the heels in. And you can always place some blocks or blankets underneath the thighs if this opening ever becomes too much. Let the shoulders relax, chest soften, eyes closed. Take a big breath in. Big open mouth, exhale out. One more. Cleansing, open mouth, exhale out. Let it go. Let your body melt into the earth. Giving yourself over to that receptive quality. Imagine as if you were lying on a salty body of water, buoyed up with the breath, with the lightness of your body, feeling the sun drench over you. Body is in a total state of ease, of lightness. The heart rate starts to slow down, the breath deepens. Feel the warmth of the sun spreading trust, spreading love throughout your body, throughout your heart. With your next inhale, bring the pinky and finger and thumbs together in our lotus mudra. Extending fingertips to sky. Right above the heart. And then send all of that love, all of that light in your heart up into the universe, lifting fingertips to sky, offering it up to the world. And with your exhale, bring palms together, thumbs touch the third eye between the brow. Take a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Roll to one side. Support the head with the hands. Take a breath. And then come up to seated, pressing palms to earth. Keep head and neck soft. Take a comfortable cross-legged pose. And thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.